Calmness is a powerful virtue. Having a calm head on your shoulders can help you handle stressful situations better, make better decisions, and emit an energy field that is powerful and attractive. Our emotions are all over the place right now. Our thoughts are scattered and anxiety is at an all-time high. It's always nice to have reminders to become present, to pause into stillness, and to calm ourselves down. You are a prisoner in your own mind. As you throw your worries against the walls of your brain over and over, again and again. If we are not in a calm state of mind, we are more likely to react irrationally and perhaps regret our actions later. It has always been a personal mission for me to be calm in everything I do. I believe it will allow us to make better decisions, to be more focused, and ultimately to live a stress-free life. But we can't be calm and in control all the time, can we? When people tell you to be calm, it is like being told to smile when a bomb just went off in your life. It doesn't feel good. If you have just been assaulted by bad news or are a chronic worrier, how are you supposed to be calm and cool? Have you ever taken the time to observe a naturally calm person? They are a sight to behold. The way they glide through the day with ease, joy, and quiet confidence. I imagine you envy them as I do. But there is a lot we can learn from them about how to respond to everyday stress and frustration. Here are 5 habits we can learn from naturally calm person. Number 1. Put self-care first. Put your own oxygen mask first before helping others. Prioritizing yourself is tough. How do you say, I deserve more than this, when people are suffering everywhere? The short answer, it's hard but necessary work. Sometimes people misunderstand what it means to put yourself first. It doesn't mean doing what you want to do all the time. It doesn't mean ignoring the needs of others. It's all a matter of priorities and understanding the interplay between taking care of yourself and others. No one is going to get you where you want to be but you. If you don't do it, nobody else will. If you want to create the life that you desire, you need to take responsibility for your life. Number 2. Forget the things that you can't control. Forget what you can't control and focus on the things that you can control. You'll be much more effective when you put your time and energy into the things that you can control. When you find yourself worrying, take a minute to examine the things you have control over. You can't prevent a storm from coming, but you can prepare for it. You can't control how someone else behaves, but you can control how you react. Recognize that sometimes all you can control is your effort and your attitude. Number 3. Live in today. Being in the present moment means that we are aware and mindful of what is happening at this very moment. Living in the present moment means letting go of the past and not waiting for the future. It means living your life consciously. Being present-minded is the key to stay healthy and happy. It helps you fight anxiety, cut down on your worrying, and keeps you grounded and connected to yourself and everything around you. When you are not being present, you become a victim of time. Your mind is pulled into the past or the future, or both. Of course, it's natural to spend moments of thought in the past or in daydreams of the future. But when our lives become dictated by thoughts and emotions attached to past events and potential future outcomes, standing peacefully rooted in the present becomes increasingly important. Number 4. Practice focused meditation. Meditation is the gateway to calmness, as it helps you gain better control over your mind and emotions. Focused meditation involves focusing your attention on an object, sound, or sensation, rather than trying to achieve a clear mind without a specific focal point. Meditation often takes practice. If you're expecting to do it perfectly, you may actually create more stress for yourself. Begin with 5-minute sessions and work your way up to longer period of time as you become more comfortable with the exercise. Focusing on your breath is a good choice since it is usually the entry point to any meditation practice. Get into a comfortable position, relax your body, calm your inner voice, and most important, don't worry about the failure. Number 5. Overcome your inner critic. In the journey of life, our constant companion is the voice inside our heads. But for many of us, the relationship between ourselves and that voice isn't so positive. We all make mistakes, but not all of us forgive ourselves for them. Depending on the mistake, this can be a very daunting task, but keep in mind that you cannot go back, no matter how badly you might want to. So the best thing to do is to choose forgiveness. Self-criticism is a common problem and not one to be overlooked. The way you talk to yourself plays a vital role in well-being. Self-compassion is an extension of kindness, understanding, and warmth toward oneself when faced with failures, bad judgment, or shortcomings. People with healthy level of self-compassion acknowledge that everyone experiences unfortunate circumstances and loss. At times, each of us is at fault for the things that go wrong in our lives. Instead of being critical, self-compassionate people honor their imperfections and move forward with grace for oneself. That's it, my friends. Thank you for watching. I wish you a day full of joy and happiness. See you again.